go to the back side of it and jackhammer a hole into it.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
This is a pretty populated neighborhood. It may be noticed.
How far away is the nearest building?
Almost, it's pretty much against it. They sell tennis shoes there, wholesale.
Okay. Like, could we get on the roof of that building and throw a line over to the smokestack?
You could, but the building itself is like 3 meters tall, so you've still got approximately 17-meter gap.
Okay.
This is huge. A person is like 2 meters tall, if they're really tall.
So
I'm like 1.7 or 1.8 meters. I'm not even 2 meters tall.
It's a very short factory.
Well, they sell shoes. You don't know if they make them in the back. They could have a bunch of fucking 11-year-olds working their little hearts out in the back, just like Thailand.
Yeah, 3 meters is like 1 story, so it's just one story?
Yeah, the shoe factory, yes.
Okay.
But is it a factory, or do they put glitter on shoes? Possibly a bunch of little Chinese kids in the back, for all you know, waiting to become older ones and come and assassinate you, Glenn.
I'll try to spot the secret door mechanism.
You walk around the smokestack thing, peering intently at it. How'd you roll?
At a quarter.
It seems to be poured concrete. You absolutely failing to understand why there are no secret doors in it. It's literally poured concrete.
Okay. No seams.
Weird. Worst secret door ever, you think, angrily. Yeah. You can't figure out, well, I mean, for a smokestack, it's pretty good size, but it's a little bit more triangular than most smokestacks, little rounded corners, but not so much that it really stands out. But why it's here, total mystery.
No, yep. So it's parachutes or dig a tunnel.
A halo jump into this would be, or even a low jump would be super fucking risky because you're basically hitting. It's like trying to parachute onto a car.
Yeah, I know.
But still,
no.
And you're thinking that if you're trying to parachute onto a parked car, Glenn would most certainly be run over. You guys stare at it for a while. It shows a lot of different camera angles of you guys staring at it.
Hire a contractor to build a spiral staircase around it.
That way people can walk up and throw themselves in so they can die in a super inconvenient manner, all out of breath as well.
I think we could do that for $10,000. I could hire a contractor.
Yeah, you probably could. They might want a building permit or something, or even to know whose land this is.
I'll have to hire a really shady contractor.
Can we look up whose land this is?
Not from here. You'd have to go somewhere else where there's paper records and shit.
Right.
Put those on the internet. Mainly due to ineptitude rather than any kind of other stuff.
Right. So you want to go to county records?
We could probably just come in the hard way easier than that.
I mean,
Is there a way
owner
we can
doesn't-
just dump our bags down here and then we go through?
I don't want it to swim again. No, I mean, if the owner doesn't give a shit about the smokestack, then they might give us permission to jackhammer a hole in it if we slip them some money.
So you guys go to county records.
Yes.
The lady goes and looks it up. Turns out it's owned by Big Eye Holding Company.
Okay.
And from there, you discover that Big Eye Holding Company occupies a kind of sinister looking building. It looks like a big, tall skyscraper type thing. And if you want to go in and try to find out who owns the smokestack so that you can try to build a fucking external, extremely dangerous staircase on it, which may take several days and actually could take a couple months with getting city ordinances and stuff like that.
Do they own just the smokestack or the building next to it? Well,
just the smokestack.
Who owns the house on our GPS?
The house? You guys want to drive over to the house?
No, just while we're at the city planners, can I look up who owns the floorless house?
You don't know the actual address. You just know the GPS coordinate.
Oh.
You've actually never been there.
I mean, out of character, you should be able to type the GPS coordinate in and get an address out of Google Maps.
Great. You do that. You get, apparently, eventually you find, this is a perfect use for, who wants to do primary research on this? Because it's a chain of shit you go through. It takes a few hours.
I've got research.
Are you the primary?
I've got a library use research plus 20 here.
Mm.
Want to trade?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
All right. Here, let me give you the library. Let me give you the library use card. There you go.
If anybody else wants to support him, if you don't have a check already, do it before he rolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna try support too. You want to trade the card? All right.
Yeah.
Good.
You are supported.
Aha.
I failed to support you.
Plus 20. Oh yeah, at 1-8.
Not a crit?
Not a crit.
Okay. Well, I didn't know it plus 25, so if you had a 75 or better, then it would be a crit. So, after a long fucking afternoon, you're sitting in the real estate office of the realtor who is currently working on selling the property. It was just this long fucking stupid chain of events that brought you here. And the realtor's like, yes, they've had this on the market for some time. Since it's kind of out in the desert a little bit, nobody's really that interested in it, but no neighbors, and it's got a little bit of land with it, and it's going for a mere $100,000. I've not been out there myself to see the property. The previous guy who was selling it apparently simply disappeared.
Fell to his death, yes.
See what? He says.
Nothing.
All right.
Can we put that on the credit card?
Who were the previous owners?
It's a Zeb Waitley was the gentleman who owned it. But apparently he got committed to a sanatorium, and his kids put his house on the market in order to help pay for medical things. Then he died in the sanatorium. But his house is still on the market to try to take care of those horrible, horrible medical bills, he says.
Okay.
Rock, don't you know a Zebulon?
Not that guy though.
Different guy. Not a
Zeb
Zeb.
Whaley? Was it Zeb Whaley you said?
Zeb.
Zeb Waitley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the guy at Mammoth, Crystal Mammoth. What? Okay.
Rock, take a refill for some reason.
He went to a sanitarium?
That's the information I have, sir.
And died?
That's the information I was given.
That doesn't sound right. Zeb is a honcho over at Crystal Mammoth Studios. I just saw him a couple months ago. Huh.
It could be a different Zeb Whaley, he says.
Oh, maybe it's his kid.
Could be an identity thief.
Everybody looks at the camera real slowly.
Spark at the family.
Okay, he says. So, are you interested in the place? Do you want me to take you out there to see it? Or have you already seen it?
We can have a look, sure. I'm going to play Spark of Divinity and raise my essence by 1.
Nice.
Great. I'll get the car, he says. He brings his car around. Your driver sitting outside, looks at you and shrugs, like, what do you want to do?
Follow.
The real estate agent's very disappointed. He wanted to be able to talk to you on the way out. But you guys drive out there. The real estate agent gets out. Looks like a normal little home. The real estate agent pulls some keys out. He's pretty much talking over his shoulder to you as he's heading towards the door with the keys. He stops and looks at the ground. Pretty smooth. He goes, I'll be all right.
The foundation looks unstable.
He looks at the foundation. He says,
Okay. I'll just be prepared to try and grab him as he charges to his death.
He goes, okay, if you say so. No problem. You head over there. Give me a grapple roll to grab him before he plunges to his death. He seems really insistent on fucking dying for some reason.
Made it.
He goes, oh my God, what happened to the floor? As you haul him back out. He's freaked out. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Somebody appears to have stolen the floor.
Huh.
Maybe a giant sinkhole opened up under this house. This is horrible.
So about that price.
This is down from 400,000 already. He says, give me a bargain roll.
Success at half, maybe at a quarter. Let me check. No, success at half.
I can get him down. He makes some phone calls, talks to people and shit. They can get the price down to 50,000, but it's sold as is. And also, he doubts that any bank would help fund this. Pretty much, he's thinking we have to knock it down, fill in the pit,
Right.
or at least put up some warning cones.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Are there any outbuildings?
No, it's just this house sitting out in the middle of the desert, looking ordinary. Although now, since the government's going to have to get involved in shit because this guy is calling people and saying, the fucking floor's gone. I almost died.
Is there a second floor or anything?
Single-story house, no insides, big pit. But
That's one.
he's not even sure if it'd be legal to sell it.
All right. Are we even capable of buying it?
No, not unless we had financing.
Oh shit. Everybody give me a luck roll. Just let me know if you make it super good, like by 30 or better.
Nope.
Nope. Just this basic success.
Cool. Everything's fine. You guys all stand there looking at the house. The real estate agent's yelling, "I almost died!" into his phone. He seems fixated on that fucking point.
Give you $5,000 cash for it.
I'm not even sure we can sell it, sir. This place is obviously a death trap.
Final offer.
Bargain roll. Give me a crit.
Oh.
Yeah, he's convinced with that obvious fumble that no, he can't sell it. It's a government thing now.
You have less than a 50 in bargain?
If I say give me a crit, I'm going to assume that if he had like a 60, then he needs a not 6. If he needs a not 6, a 90 on up will fumble.
Right.
So yeah, this guy is definitely he's yelling and screaming at different people, including his boss, his wife, some people from the government, a wrong number, etc. Eventually, he tells you he's got to go back to his thing, and he's very sorry. He had no idea a sinkhole opened below this house and ate the floor somehow. Does anybody have architecture, by the way?
Everybody has architecture to learn.
Give me an architecture roll, everybody.
Success.
Hey.
Shows Russ looking through the window, and you hear, "How's the beeping, Tommy?" No problem. Russ, you're thinking that the house was built without a floor.
Huh.
Right.
What kind of fucking person says, "Hey, look, a giant sinkhole. I'll build a house that just perfectly covers it." No, I don't want any space between where the sinkhole goes and the wall at all. I want it perfectly matched up.
I'm gonna give Zebulon a call on my phone.
Do you have Zebulon's number?
Sure do.
Oh my God, man's got connections.
From the Lopan Caper.
Wait.
Hi, Zeb. It's The
Who's
Rock.
This?
It's The Rock.
What's up, The Rock?
Well, we got an interesting conundrum here. There's this house. I give him the address of the house.
Oh my God. You've gotten to my brother's house?
Yeah. How's your brother doing?
Not so great after the suicide, he admits.
Do you have any idea why your brother built this house?
No, he went a bit crazy. Possibly, it was just stuff that happened when he came back from Massachusetts. Before you ask, I was named after my father. He was named after our grandfather. My father was also named after my grandfather.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
As one does.
Yeah, we were just curious about why your name was attached to this house, but I guess it's your brother.
I've been working on something. Say, are you interested in that house?
Well,
yes.
Yes.
For $1.
I've been getting some calls from my real estate agent. Apparently, there's a problem in that it's missing a floor, and he almost died.
Yep. It looks like your brother built a house without a floor over a giant sinkhole.
And you want this house? Why?
If it's cheap, we just want the property.
What?
If it's cheap, we just want the property.
Oh, now that makes sense, he says. Give me a fast talk roll to see if he buys into it, because that's pretty slick there. If you make it take a card for your story there, you got Russ. If
I'm going to throw a conviction on that and see if I can make my fast talk roll. Nope.
All right, he says
That's a
slowly.
fail.
Well, we could probably get the studio to buy it. Is there? I'm not sure if we have the land rights, if that's what the mineral rights, if that's what you're looking for.
Right.
Is there any kind of special minerals there?
Not that we know of.
Let me get back to you in a couple of days.
Sure thing, Zeb. Thanks.
Yeah, he hangs up. Give me a mineralogist immediately.
Why do they want this place?
I was gonna tell him that they could, when he calls back, we could tell him it would be a perfect location for Home Alone 17.
So, well, you got a couple of days or longer before he calls back.
Right.
The real estate agent is driven off. Fortunately, Raj is still here. He looks at you guys. Scott, could you move your camera down a bit? Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah. There you go. That's a sit up straight, you scumbag. Anyway, so what do you guys do now? Raj
I want
seems
to
like-
look, just out of curiosity, see a plotting of the two locations of the chimney and of the house, and just see if how far away they are. If it's a nice round number or something weird.
Pretty far. Like it's not you're not really detecting a correlation between the two. The chimney is in the downtown area. This is outside of the city area. It's a good thought, though. I like that you're trying to figure out what it all means. So, of course, if you were to put it into inches, then use some numerology on it, combined with astrology, you're crazy.
It's 5 digits of pi.
Shows Raj going, I could go for some pie. Raj is a very ordinary type American dude who's just wanting to get as much money out of the crazies as possible.
Well, we could go into the hole.
All right, I'm going to give a rapid card cycler a shot.
Okay.
Shortcut.
Raj comes over, looks in the window, goes, whoo, steps back carefully from the place. Deep.
Yeah, this is still a shortcut that doesn't take us through skate or die. I mean, play or die, live or die.
Yeah, and avoids a contortions roll.
Yeah.
Are you guys exploring underground? Says Raj.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
Cool. Hey, I don't. There's a lot of people who have crazier hobbies than that and stuff.
It's true.
So, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
If you bought me a brand new car, well, I'd get one with a winch on it. And that way, if you're ever down there and need to be up, right?
That would be interesting. I mean, we could get scuba gear, but we don't really know how to scuba. Well, I don't really know how to scuba. I don't know about you guys.
I'm sure there's nothing to it, he says.
I'm almost a professional scuba diver, not quite.
Oh, nice.
Which is good because he might be able to save your ass while you're attempting to kill yourself underwater.
Right, I can go back and get the scuba gear and do a rescue mission.
Also a professional swimmer, but that didn't help me.
Not even a little bit. It was the most horrible. Oh, you had the Blues Brothers? That is a fucking fun card. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got all sorts of good stuff here. I'm trying to figure out if I should keep a reroll, a replenish, or a negate.
Oh my God, the replenish probably, because then you could pass that to somebody else, or give everybody else all your best cards, and then, et cetera, et cetera.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably try to trade off to Glenn because he's not at full card strength right now.
Right. So what do you got there for a replenish?
You just gonna throw it away?
I'm going to give it to you. You got to play it.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And why is Russ at 3 cards now?
Because I was at 2 cards and I did a rapid. I was at 2 cards after the rapid card cycler.
Oh, well, I was gonna say then you could actually give him any other good cards and play the replenish yourself if you wanted to. I mean,
well, the replenish is everybody, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So why don't you play a replenish?
Playing it.
If it's everybody, why did you trade it to him?
Because you suggested it and I wasn't thinking.
Gotcha, Garrett. I like that you follow my suggestions without question. Well done.
Yep.
That's how it should be.
Okay, don't need Dr. Fulton and red carpet.
Yeah, Dr. Fulton card's a good card, but yeah, here. This is near a desert. It's not far from a desert highway, and you guys smell a little bit of marijuana on the air, like it's growing nearby type thing. Definitely not it's a stinky plant. It's so good for so many people.
Okay. Well.
Well, so we would have to swim to get back to that area, or we could try and look at other places in the sewers. Like there's lots of other places to go that don't involve swimming under flooded water.
So many.
Okay. I didn't have anything else marked on my map, but I guess there's other ways in. That's what you're talking about?
There are other ways in, yeah. I've got a sinkhole that gets us there. I've got a dump, Cletus's junkyard, that gets us there. I've got a cemetery that'll get us there to different parts of the maze. What sounds good to you?
Cemetery.
Just the evil voice when he said that.
All right. Well, there's the cemetery that leads to the old mines is what I'm thinking of. It's down a cliff. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Oh, do I know what you're talking about, or do they know what you're talking about?
I'm asking you.
I totally know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Evergreen Cemetery, San Angeles. Got 2, Evergreen Cemetery, San Angeles. It's a normal, pretty busy cemetery. It takes you over to a tree that has, like, inside of the tree, it's like a secret passage, and it has a fucking secret passage in the tree, and then you scramble down into that, and then you get to a cliff that you have to go down. Do you guys actually have your sewer bags with you, or just your clothes bags and shit?
Yes.
I had my sewer bag with me.
Good.
We have our sewer bags, and then the overnight bags are in the trunk of Raj's.
Great. Raj is happy to stick around. Actually, he'll stick around the cemetery unless you guys tell him to go elsewhere.
Yep.
You guys' number. Fuck it. You can call him. So, everybody give me a simple climate full to go down the little cliff.
Success.
Assuming you make it and don't die horribly.
Barely failed.
No problem. He skids down on his face in order to try to cushion the blow. Give me a luck roll for your breakables there, Glenn, and you'll be A-okay. Your face absorbs most of the impact.
Made luck.
Well, thank God, he says, his rocks are pushed out of his face as it's healing up and stuff. That could have been nasty, little stone. Pulls out. So you go through a room, and in the room you can either go into a caved-in area, which you'd have to clear, or old mine shafts. Which would you prefer? Clear a cave-in or old mine shafts?
Cemetery to the tree.
I need to step away, but I will keep with the party.
Roger. Shows them walking down a tunnel. She's with you, and then you guys go into a different area. She's not, and then you go in a different area, and she's with you. Nobody notices. Awesome.
Okay, it's mine shaft or cave-in.
Let's
look at the cave-in.
No problem. It looks rough. If you want to try to clear it, then who is going to do the primary mining, and who will do the secondary, and who runs Bartertown?
I'll primary it.
Great. Glenn, do you want to try for backup?
Let me. I'm Rock. He's Glenn.
Sorry, Rock. You want to try for backup?
Sure. Fail.
That's a spirit. The rock cannot dig the rocks.
Fumble.
You cause a cave-in, which covers you both. Your bodies will be recovered by Sheila later. She'll show back up and see your feet sticking out, and maybe be able to get you out of there. I'm assuming that's
yeah.
Cool.
Better reroll. Regular fail.
You're not getting anywhere with this fucking cave-in.
Yeah, fuck this.
If only you had some way to keep the rocks from falling on you and crushing you like bugs. That would make you feel a little bit better.
To the mine shaft.
Going to be lots of supports, and that's going to take a whole lot of. Yeah.
Cool. From the mine shafts, you have other ways you can go. Your choice in the mine shaft is either a climb up through a flooded area or a low ceiling area. The low ceiling area you can go through. You're just waddling through in a squat.
We can go to that mining area I was talking about from here. If we go through the low ceiling area, get a little practice with our mining.
Well, if you've already got checks, there's no good reason. If you don't, you can go for it.
You got a check in mining yet?
Nope.
So you go through the low ceiling area into different old mine shafts, and then
down the hallway. Gold is gone.
Yep. It says in graffiti, gold is gone, so are we. And they takes you into a tunnel, and he points at rocks, and he says nothing to you. He just looks at you.
There is a copper vein there. You can mine for copper.
Ooh.
Go ahead and give me a picking at it for a while.
Copper is a useful metal.
Mm-hmm.
Any bonuses?
Well, if you had asked before you rolled, I could have given you a skill plus card, but no.
I failed by one.
No problem. You come back as Glenn is banging on a rock with his mining pick and grumbling insanely.
No, you do it like this. Fumble.
Well, you're in the only place on this map that I'm aware of that a fumble doesn't bring that ceiling down on you. But he goes like this, chunk, and the top of his pick, gone. It's just he goes, Amazon fucked me. And Glenn laughed so hard.
All right, well, I throw that over my shoulder. Well, that's that pick done with.
Sheila, give me a dodge roll.
I do not make it.
The damage heals up quickly, but you're thinking, you insensitive prick.
I've been right here the entire time.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, Dana. Sorry about that.
Okay.
That'll heal up too. You just walk it off. Here, I'll rub some dirt on it.
None of the things you're saying or doing help.
I'll try some different copper.
Sure, you get one more attempt here in the easy mining place.
Skill 15.
Go team.
Yes.
Wow.
Made it.
Apparently that you just need to change veins. You get a little bit of copper. Memento, you think.
I'd like to try mining.
Yay.
I do not do it.
Ooh. Cool. Glenn has a piece of copper. Would you like one more attempt there, Dana Zool?
I will.
Go for it.
I make it.
You have a memento piece of copper as well. Yeah, I made the mistake of figuring out how much the entire vein was worth. Nobody is interested in just spending like a couple weeks mining out this little vein and then trying to figure out a way to fucking haul massive amounts of rock with a little bit of fucking copper mixed in to somewhere to get it smelted and then all that shit, because it's not that much money. I looked up how much copper is actually worth and how many fucking tons of rock you'd have to haul out. So now you get copper mementos instead, and everybody's happy.
Great.
So, yeah, you've got everybody managed to get a check in mining. This is a good place you'd like to get a check in mining.
Yeah. Love this place.
It's pretty much all it's used for, actually. Yeah, it's weird. You just bring people here and they'll eventually get a check.
Okay.
All right, so back to the old mines.
Okay, you're in old mine shafts.
Okay, I've got a collapsed tunnel, a low ceiling, a climb up into some warrens, and a contortions plus 30 that brings us back to the clean room.
Let's see. One of them is partially, one of the ones from here. Here, let me read off what I've got. Low ceiling, collapsed, partially collapsed tunnel where there's a crumbling path on the side of what appears to be a mountain with a huge nasty drop.
Right.
Contortions, and back to graffiti. Gold is gone, so are we.
Okay. Are these all off of the low ceiling room?
What
No,
about the
these are
climb?
off of the old mine shafts.
What about the climb up out into the warrens?
That is a different old mine shafts. There are two different old mine shafts in this area due to excessive GM cruelty.
Okay, I got this confused then.
That is the whole purpose of it. The underground is a warren of bullshit.
Okay.
Right.
This is
Okay.
past the low ceiling area.
Well, on one side of the low ceiling area is old mine shafts, and on the other side of the low ceiling area is old mine shafts. So there are two old mine shafts. You're at one of them near the graffiti gold is gone, so are we.
Right, and down the collapsed tunnel, the partially collapsed tunnel with the cliffside, there's another old mine shafts.
There is another old mine shafts. Yes,
that leads to a sinkhole.
Yes, it does, and that's the climb up there. Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to go climb up that sinkhole?
No, I know where that goes.
Great.
But I'm trying to figure out where this climb into the warren comes from.
I don't know. You'd have to get a whole commission to study that. We'll call it the Warren Commission. That's a really old joke from the 1910s.
Off of the first old mine shaft, Logan said there was a way up through a flooded chamber or flooded tunnel or something.
If you go back to the first old mine shafts, you have either room, flooded, or climb up.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so the climb up, that's not the cliff we came down when we came in here.
Yeah.
So that probably goes up to the warrens. That's probably where my climb up is.
Do you want to go up to the warrens?
Let's see. I don't know. Is that what it is?
Are you going to try going that way is a better question.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Everybody give me a climb roll as he once again is taking you through these fucking psychotic
Crit.
climbing up and down.
Made it.
Success. Just
Glenn
barely.
climbs it sideways to show off. You guys are impressed. No problem. You end up in hand/claw dug tunnels. It's a maze of warrens. From here, there are several different exits. Oh my God, are there exits? In addition to the way you came from, you could climb down, slimy floors, stalagmite and stalactite. Roots hanging down from the roof have been cut back going down that tunnel. Another tunnel that seems to make the rock nervous about looking at, and the hidden rows, or the one that goes past storm drains. Many ways to go here.
Okay.
So the one I'm nervous about, that's the blown up area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that everybody else you were with, like Alex Kinley, went, that way is death. You will die going that way. I blew up 8 times.
Right.
And when Alex Kinley's like, that's a bad idea, you know it's such a bad idea. Because he thinks getting drunk and naked and running around and slapping police officers is a good idea. So if he's saying something's a bad idea, it's kind of like, the firing squad's this way. Don't go there. They shoot.
Right. So the only one I haven't been down is the storm drains.
All right. So are you heading that way, or?
Storm drains, roots, blow up, and what was the other one?
Stalagmites and stalactites, which goes into a flooded area.
Right.
Slimy floors. And yeah, I think
Roots.
that's it.
The roots.
The roots, yes. Well, since you already knew about the roots, I didn't mention them again, but
Yeah. The roots go to a scary wooden bridge that for some reason makes me nervous. Maybe you guys would think of something to do with it, though.
Scary bridge.
Want to check out the scary bridge?
How can a bridge be scary?
Let's go check it out.
I'll lead them to the scary bridge.
all right, you go past. Roots hanging down from the roof have been cut back and into a long tunnel, and eventually you come to a well-maintained wooden bridge with a super long drop under it. Everybody, give me danger sense rolls.
I think I already have a check in danger sense, so I'm not even going to bother.
I
Made
made
it.
it.
This bridge terrifies you. You're thinking that if you were to cross the bridge, you will probably die shortly.
I examine the structural integrity of the bridge.
Sure. Do you have any kind of architecture skill or anything like that you're wanting to roll on it, or are you just going to go into the middle of it and jump up and down like a freak?
Is it a wood bridge or?
It is indeed wood.
Okay.
Looks like it's made out of 4x4s.
So, well,
For
I
our
guess
foreign
carpentry
listeners, that's
and
double thick
architecture.
2x4s. What?
Either way, it's at learn.
That's
I'll
scary.
I don't know.
The only way you'll know if it's secure is to get in the middle of it and start jumping up and down. If you fucking scream and fall to your death and resurrect, you'll know it was not secure, but there will be no more ambiguity about this bridge. None at all.
I think we just set the bridge on fire.
If you do that, then that will definitely let you know if it's okay or not.
That's what I think. This bridge scares the crap out of me. I'm very intimidated by this bridge.
Well, how do we cross without using the bridge?
You pretty much, well, you fly, aside from flying, Or if you want to climb partially upside down along the walls like a spider, which is super hard to do, then you're pretty much stuck taking this big, sturdy, solid-looking bridge of death. You're not sure if it's the bridge that scares you or what's beyond the bridge, but either way, once you go bridge, then something sexual innuendo.
I throw a rock out onto the bridge.
No problem. It clatters
not a
on
rock,
the bridge.
But, a rock.
Yeah, no problem. Give me a throw roll just so I can watch you fucking fumble and miss the bridge and have everybody laugh. No?
Fail.
Cool. Yeah, it didn't go very far. It shows like a lot of women going, I throw better than that. And he goes, and it just kind of rolls under the bridge. Everybody watches the rock very suspiciously.
The rock he threw or me?
Both. You want to pick up rock and throw him?
How far is the gap?
You're going to guess about 10 or 15 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, you're thinking until you can jump 30 or 50 feet straight ahead. Not real, but it looks super sturdy. There's like metal that was used in it and wood, the metal, like screws, and there's those weird plate things that you don't know what they do, but they stick them into wood and put nails and screws and varnish and all that shit. Super
What's above the bridge?
Above the bridge, rock. It goes up and over. You can climb upside down like a fucking bug on it if you want rock.
Oh, okay.
Of course, it's a huge negative. Or you could spend a long time at a lesser negative pounding pitons into it and saying, fuck your bridge. I'm going to spend hours fucking bypassing it over this gorge of eternal doom.
Right.
That was more the route I was thinking.
What if I have a Spider-Man costume on?
I'll give you a plus 5%.
All right. I agree. The bridge creeps me out. We can go a different way.
All right.
Are you sure you don't want to continue past the bridge and laugh in the face of danger?
You have skills in lasso, don't you, Glenn?
Ooh.
I do. Well, no, I have a lasso. I don't have any skill in it.
Shows him swinging it around, goes around his neck. You go, oh!
Let's
I'm
go.
not saying the bridge looks totally fine. I mean, it's big enough to drive a golf cart across.
Yep, creeping me out.
Yep.
Go to the storm drains.
All right, you guys backtrack. By the way, anybody who makes a spot hidden roll, give me a tracking roll.
Spot hidden, yes.
Spot hidden, yes.
Tracking, yes. At half.
Ooh.
At a third.
Ooh. Your guess is that this area, including the Bridge of Eternal Peril, seems to be well traveled, possibly by wheeled vehicles, although efforts have been made to clear up the tracks.
Huh.
Yeah.
Blah.
Huh. Maybe there's a small army on the other side.
You guys head back through roots hanging down back to the hand-clawed dug tunnels, maze of warrens, and back over to the storm drains of Eternal Peril. From there, you see there's either looks like a small room off to one side of the tunnel that has a very small for sale by owner sign on it. Or you could continue on until you get to a grate.
I remember that guy.
Uh-huh.
What?
We have been down here.
Uh-huh. For some reason,
fucking wish it a
that
little
for
more.
sale sign seems to really amuse the Rock.
You gonna buy it?
No, I'm just gonna mess it up some more. What kind of stuff is left over there now?
Trash. Would you like to go in and kick it around to mess it up more?
Yeah, I go in there and I kick that trash.
All right, no problem. You trash the trash more. There's nobody in there. And the most disturbing thing is that the skeleton from the closet is also missing.
Huh.
Who the fuck takes a skeleton with them when they move?
Maybe it's a curse.
Sure. So after you get done with that,
No exits.
now it goes to a very small room that has nothing in it. Although the rock tells you it was some guy's closet that had a skeleton in it.
Okay, off of that low ceiling room, there should be a climb up that goes to the hopscotch location.
Right now you are at the past many storm drains.
Right.
Let's
All
look
right,
at the
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with the grate?
You guys go over to the grate. It looks like it's a normal grate with a big old padlock on it, like insert key, twist, unlock type thing.
Lock picks.
Isn't it unlocked?
It
Or did
does
somebody
not
lock it
appear
back
to
up?
be unlocked. What?
Did somebody lock it back up? Because we've been through here before.
You have, but there's something in your brain. Oh, give me a memory roll.
Okay, sure, cool. I could use a check of memory.
Yes.
Fumble.
He's still standing like, and it shows. Meanwhile, Glenn's working out with lockpicks. He's going.
Made it.
You unlock it, but the thing twists, and it opens, but there's something up with it. The tumblers didn't feel quite right.
I just pulled the lock open.
He's already done that.
Oh,
Do you want to close it and do it again?
no.
Okay.
Block floor?
Sure.
Nope.
Padlock. So, yeah, there you go.
All right, so I guess up through the grate into the modern sewers then.
You are in modern built sewers. What do you want to do with the grate and the lock and stuff?
Leave them open.
All right, leave it open. You're in modern built sewers. From here, you have the following exits. The way you came, flooded, maze, different grate, climb down, different grate, shallow water covers the tunnel floor, or flooded. This sewer sucks ass, you think?
It's 2 floodeds.
At least, yes, there are.
Yep.
And 2 mazes.
I've got number 1 is water, number 2 is the grate we just came from, number 3 is flooded, 4, 5, 6 are all mazes, 7 is another grate, 8 is a climb down, 9 is another grate, and 10 is shallow water covering the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
He's been mapping down here, but he refuses to tell you exactly what's up or send you the map online so you don't have to go through the mapping on your own because he hates you. Eventually, though, there will be a PC published map somewhere, and I look forward to laughing. So,
honestly, I keep getting this thing so wrong. I probably don't want to publish the map until I'm sure what's going on.
Which way would you guys like to go? It seems like Rock knows a lot about this place. He just refuses to tell you. Meanwhile, it shows Raj just sitting there looking at the graves. And he is so bored, he's scoping out the old people coming to visit the graves and wondering idly if any young widows will come to visit the grave that he can console.
Where should we go from here, Rock? There's a lot of...
Well, the shallow water tunnel just leads into kind of a loop back to the grate and the Warrens. It leads to a maze, actually.
I'll be right back, getting more drink real quick.
We haven't been down all the maze yet, but one of them loops back and one of them goes to a room The 4, 5, 6 maze, one of those mazes goes back towards the stone bridge somewhere. That's all I remember. That's all I really got on the map here.
Okay.
Have you been to the stone bridge?
No.
No.
Oh, you don't
We
want
had
to go to the
not
stone
gotten.
bridge.
We had only gone as far as what we did to get rid of the vampires.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only area we had been down in here.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So this is all. We haven't been past a whole lot of this yet.
I've got flooded, maze, shallow water floor, grate, and another flooded.
Yeah. There's a list. There's the first one's flooded. The second one's the grate we came from. The third one's flooded. 4, 5, and 6 are mazes. 7 is another grate. 8 is a climb down.
3
9
mazes.
is another grate, and 10 is shallow water leading to a maze.
There's 3 mazes and 3 grates.
3 mazes and 3 grates. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Can you imagine if I was doing this D&D style, how fucking complicated this would be? You go 15 feet, nobody cares. But Logan, nobody cares, really. So, but neat shit has been found down here, apparently.
So how about the number 4 maze? Dana's got a pretty good direction sense. So.
Number 4. There's 3 mazes here. Are you talking go through the shallow water, covers town floor, and then that maze?
No, I'm talking about there's exits 4, 5, and 6 are all mazes. So the 4th exit, the first maze.
First maze, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Dana, give me your navigation.
Let's
They
see.
rely on you to tell them what's up.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Cool. Roll a 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll D4.
A 2.
You come to a grate. On the other side of it seems to be some sort of train track looking thing.
Okay.
Do we want to go through this grate, or do you want us to turn around again, Rock?
I don't remember if you've been through this. Let's go through the grate. I think this might be the train room that we found, but I'm not sure.
Give me a lockpicking roll, Glenn.
It's like a subway. It's not outside.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Lockpicking at a quarter.
Basically, you guys go through and you discover it's a normal subway. It's at a station. You can catch a train here and shit like that. Other than the problem of not having a ticket wherever you end up. Great way to get a free subway ride for you Hollywood stars trying to save a couple of extra dollars a day or whatever.
Okay, so this is just a plain subway. All right.
Uh-huh.
Can you set a marker here? That's another entrance.
I put it into the phone.
It's super easy, actually, because you look up what subway stop it is because the name of it's written on the wall.
But I'll still have it in our history.
Great. Yeah, the bad guys look forward to capturing this phone later. It'll be awesome for them. They'll have a hell of a day.
Yeah, there's a lot of unimportant things in here, too.
Yeah.
It'll blow up long before then.
If you lend it to Glenn, yeah.